Did you ever have, or do you have the feeling that you are never satisfied? Never satisfied with what you have right now, where you are right now in your life? Never satisfied with life in general? In 2020, a journal published in the APA, the American Psychological Association, surprisingly did a survey among more than 200 Americans who belong to the middle or upper middle class socioeconomic status. And they found that those who were at the higher end of the spectrum of the socioeconomic status, those who had higher incomes, had more sociopolitical prestige and positions, were ironically the people, the respondents in the study, who displayed greater overall dissatisfaction with their lives. After the study, there have been many smaller iterations, until ultimately this phenomenon was coined the baseline shift phenomenon. The baseline shift phenomenon. What that means simply is whenever we achieve something, whenever we gain something, for example, a promotion, a raise, good grades if you are a student, a praise from your boss or from a teacher, our brains, our minds are not wired to register, to acknowledge them. Conversely, what our brain does is they just accept these accomplishments as baseline, which means they assume that these accomplishments are normal, the new normal. And this baseline shift phenomenon can explain many things as to why we feel the way we do, especially in this modern post-capitalist society. A pervasive feeling that nothing seems ever enough, that you, I, we are never enough. It's probably because of the baseline shift phenomenon. Truth be told, we have already accomplished so much. And trust me when I say that you just look at your past. You have already accomplished so much. You have done so much already. Surpassed so much problems, so many hurdles already. And yet, at the present, it often feels as though nothing, you are still never enough. It's still debated as to whether this baseline shift phenomenon has always been ingrained or wired into our brains. The leading theory is that we are not born with it, and that it simply evolved. It's a phenomenon which sprung up just recently, in recent years. In other words, human beings, our ancestors, who lived centuries ago before us, did not have to contend with this baseline shift phenomenon. If you think about it, it is also this baseline shift phenomenon which explains the imposter syndrome. The feeling that even if you have the skill, you have the talent, you have the know-how, you feel as though you are not qualified to do the task you are desiring or planning to do. You feel as though you are an imposter in your own life. It's an emerging field, an emerging study. But one of the best ways to combat this baseline shift phenomenon starts with awareness. The first step is always awareness. Awareness that we have this phenomenon in our lives, and the subsequent awareness that we have in fact already done, have already accomplished, and have already become so much. We are enough. In fact, we are more than enough. We are not just enough. Heck, we are more than enough. It always starts with awareness, and everything will flow from there. Thank you for listening to our short rant or small talk for today, and I'll see you again in our next video. I wish you all the best.